This is the itinerary the Israelites followed as they marched out of Egypt under the leadership of Moses and Aaron. At the Lord's direction, Moses kept a written record of their progress. These are the stages of their march, identified by the different places they stopped along the way. They set out from the city of Ramses on the morning after the first Passover celebration in early spring. The people of Israel left defiantly, in full view of all the Egyptians. Meanwhile, the Egyptians were burying all their firstborn sons, whom the Lord had killed the night before. The Lord had defeated the gods of Egypt that night with great acts of judgment. After leaving Ramses, the Israelites set up camp at Succoth. Then they left Succoth and camped at Etham on the edge of the wilderness. They left Etham and turned back towards Pi-hahiroth opposite Baal-zephon and camped there near Migdol. They left Pi-hahiroth and crossed the Red Sea into the wilderness beyond. Then they traveled for 3 days in the Etham wilderness and camped at Marah. When they left Marah and camped at Elim, where there are 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees. They left Elim and camped beside the Red Sea. They then left the Red Sea and camped in the Sin Desert. They left the Sin Desert and camped in Dophkah. They left Dophkah and camped at Alush. They left Alush and camped at Rephidim, where there was no water for the people to drink. They left Rephidim and camped in the wilderness of Sinai. They left the wilderness of Sinai and camped at Kibroth Hattava. They left Kibroth Hattava and camped at Hazroth. They left Hazroth and camped at Rithmah. They left Rithmah and camped at Rimnon Perez. They left Rimnon Perez and camped in Libnah. They left Libnah and camped at Rissa. They left Rissa and camped at Kehelatha. They left Kehelatha and camped at Mount Sephir. They left Mount Sephir and camped at Harada. They left Harada and camped at Makeloth. They left Makeloth and camped at Tahath. They left Tahath and camped at Terah. They left Terah and camped at Mithkah. They left Mithkah and camped at Hashmonah. They left Hashmonah and camped at Mosroth. They left Mosroth and camped at Bene-Jaakan. They left Bene-Jaakan and camped at Hor-Haggadaga. They left Hor-Haggdagad and camped at Jotbatha. They left Jotbatha and camped at Abrona. They left Abrona and camped in Ezion-Geber. They left Ezion-Geber and camped in Kadesh in the wilderness of Zin. They left Kadesh and camped at Mount Hor at the border of Edom. While they were at the foot of Mount Hor, Aaron the priest was directed by the Lord to go up the mountain, and there he died. This happened on a day in midsummer, during the 14th year after Israel's departure from Egypt. Aaron was 123 years old when he died there on Mount Hor. It was then the Canaanite king of Arad, who lived in the Negev in the land of Canaan, heard that the people of Israel were approaching his land. Meanwhile, the Israelites left Mount Hor and camped at Zalmonah. Then they left Zalmonah and camped in Punon. They left Punon and camped at Oboth. They left Oboth and camped at Ai-Abarim on the border of Moab. They left Ai-Abarim and camped at Dibon-Gad. They left Dibon-Gad and camped at Almon-Diblathaim. They left Almon-Diblathaim and camped in the mountains east of the river near Mount Nebo. They left the mountains east of the river and camped on the plains of Moab beside the Jordan River across from Jericho. Along the Jordan River they camped from Beth-Jeshmoth as far as Ebal-Shittim on the plains of Moab. While they were camped near the Jordan River on the plains of Moab opposite Jericho, the Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and tell them, when you cross the Jordan River into the land of Canaan, you must drive out all the people living there. You must destroy all their carved and molten images and demolish all their pagan shrines. Take possession of the land and settle in it, because I have given it to you to occupy. You must distribute the land among the clans by sacred lot and in proportion to their size. A larger inheritance of land will be allotted to each of the larger clans, and a smaller inheritance will be allotted to each of the smaller clans. The decision of the sacred lot is final. In this way, the land will be divided among your ancestral tribes. But if you fail to drive out the people who live in the land, those who remain will be like splinters in your eye and thorns in your sides. They will harass you in the land where you live, and I will do to you what I had planned to do to them. The Lord continued to say to Moses, "Give these instructions to the Israelites. When you come into the land of Canaan, which I am giving you as your special possession, these will be the boundaries. The southern portion of your country will extend from the wilderness of Zin along the edge of Edom. The southern boundary will begin on the east at the Dead Sea. It will then run south past Scorpion Pass in the direction of Zin. Its southernmost point will be Kadesh Barnea, from which it will go to Hazarah Adar and on to Asmon. From Asmon, the boundary will turn toward the brook of Egypt and end at the Mediterranean Sea. Your western boundary will be the coastline of the Mediterranean Sea. Your northern boundary will begin at the Mediterranean Sea and run eastward to Mount Hor, then to Lebo Hamath, and on through Zedad and Ziphron to Azar Enan. This will be your northern boundary. The eastern boundary will start at Hazar Enan and run south to Sepham, then down to Riblah on the east side of Ain. From there, the boundary will run down along the eastern edge of the Sea of Galilee, and then along the Jordan River to the Dead Sea. These are the boundaries of your land." Then Moses told the Israelites, "This is the territory you are to divide among yourselves by sacred lot." The Lord commands that the land be divided up amongst the 9.5 remaining tribes. The families of the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and half the tribe of Manasseh have already received their inheritance of the land, on the east side of the Jordan River across from Jericho. And the Lord said to Moses, "These are the men who are to divide the land among the people. Eleazar the priest and Joshua son of Nun also enlist one leader from each tribe to help them with the task. These are the tribes and the names of the leaders. Tribe of Judah, Caleb son of Zephunah is the leader. Simeon's tribe leader is Shemuel son of Ammihud. Benjamin's tribe leader is Elidad son of Kislon. Dan's tribe leader is Buki son of Jogli. Manasseh son of Joseph's tribe leader name is Haniel son of Ephod. Ephraim son of Joseph's tribal leader is Kimuel son of Shiftan. Zebulun's tribe leader's name is Elizaphan son of Parnak. Issachar's tribe leader name is Paltiel son of Azan. Asher's tribe leader is Ahihud son of Shelumi. Naphtali's tribe leader is Pedahel son of Ammihud. These are the men the Lord has appointed to oversee the dividing of the land of Canaan among the Israelites.